Boot was on the other foot. What was your view of the game?
For us, we knew it was going to be a difficult afternoon. I mean, we've kept it fairly quiet during the week, but Aswood Thomas has been ill all week. And then we lost Nicky Bailey. He's probably out for 2 or 3 weeks with we've had his leg scanned and he's got a tear in his thigh. We then lose Kenny Davis to concussion for at least a week, so that's a week gone. And then Eastie was in hospital Thursday and Friday with an abscess on his tonsils. So at one point we didn't really think we had a midfield. Then Harry comes off after 65 minutes with him having a hamstring. So I look on the board there and we got seven injuries, and we just Jamie having to play at left back, and looking at the midfield, it was difficult today knowing that Eastie, as I said, hadn't eaten or really drunk for 2 days. But we didn't have anyone else, and he put his hand up. Overall, I thought they deserved to win. Like I said, I think they had that first half chance that they'll be disappointed they didn't score from. They had one at the start of the second half where he's headed against the bar from 4 yards out. He'll feel he should have scored. From our point of view, I think we huffed and puffed. I think the effort was there. Collins had a great chance, which 99 times out of 100 Jamie will score that, and that was the leg up that we needed. And then you got the bitter pill to swallow of a massive deflection as well. I mean, Ross is right behind the shot, big deflection. But as I said, we've had our fair share of those gritty wins, and that was a gritty win for Barrow today.
Battling, they defended well, and made it difficult for us to create chances.
If you look at their stats, I mean, I think that's 7 out of 9 now. They've probably kept a clean sheet. They don't score many, but they don't concede many. But as I said, on the basis of them can really create 2 better chances in the game, and certainly I think playing a better, sharper football. But as I said, we really failed to click today. But that doesn't surprise me with all the personnel changes and knowing the amount of illness in the camp during the week. So it's been a tough week. But as I said, I think that if you look at the game fairly and openly, we've got away with a couple recently, I think. And if we got a point today, it might have been deserved, but that was about all we would have got. So you look at the other results as well. A lot of the top 6 got beaten today, and that was an opportunity missed to a certain extent.
With Harry going down injured, you were about to make a substitution. How much did his injury affect what you were going to do in the last half hour?
Well, we were going to put the 2 wingers on, so we were going to go Roy Deacon wide, Bolly wide, and have a real go and try and get some more width into the game. But when Harry pulled up with his hamstring as well, it sort of put that idea to bed really. So Dobbo, who doesn't normally play there, to go into centre midfield. That's what I'm saying. If you look at the shape of the team, it was a difficult one for the players today.
Jonah looked lively in the first half, but do you think he faded a little bit in the second?
Yeah, I think that he's not played loads of football. I thought he had 3 or 4 really good moments in the first half. Started to fade a bit in the second half, but obviously when you've got Rory Deacon and Tom Bolonara available to come on and try and win the game, which is what we were trying to do. But I think the big chance for us was Jamie's, and I think if that goes in and we're 1-0 up, then again you've got something to hold on to.
Brett's had the volley just
yeah, Brett should have scored. I mean that's another chance. Yeah, I mean so Brett's had the one, and again for him 8 yards out, sight of goal. You might have seen that nestle at the back of the net, but it wasn't to be. And like I said, we've really had to battle our way through this last 10 games. And whilst we were top of the form league, as I said, I don't think we've been quite right in all areas of the pitch. We're really, but what we are is, we're organised, we're fit, and there's a desire there to keep going. And I think they're going to need that on Tuesday night, and they're going to need that on Saturday, and just to keep going. It's a long season.
It doesn't get any easier now with Barnet coming here on Tuesday.
No, I mean they were 2-1 up against Solihull, and that would have been a fantastic result for them against a side that is big, strong, physical, and the disappointment for them of conceding in the 95th minute, I believe. I remember Macclesfield doing it a lot last year, kept scoring in the last minute, especially at the end to win games. And Solihull have been doing that the last 8 or 9 games, scoring last minute winners or equalisers. So that always hurts, it always hurts when you concede in that last minute. So you have both teams Tuesday turning up, feeling a bit sore because they have conceded so late.
Is anyone likely to be, who missed today, likely to be around for Tuesday, Aswood, possibly?
Aswood's a real possibility. Kenny would be a possibility, but we need to see how again he is in training on Monday. But yeah, I don't see a lot else looking at that board that's going to be coming back soon. I mean, Tommy Wright ACL, Wayne Brown's an ACL. Butts is getting there, but Ross Warner's done particularly well anyway. And then John Barden that we signed still needs international clearance. So if that came through, that would be a real help because he was brought in just to boost the numbers. And as I said, at the moment, we're literally, we have been a bit on the bare bones.
Not a name that a lot of Sutton supporters will be familiar, actually. What's the story behind
Well,
him?
he literally asked Massey Gray, he knew Massey from before, whether he could come in and train with us. He's been training for the last 3 to 4 weeks, and I've got to say he's looked, he's not a dissimilar player in style to Eastman. Can play centre midfield, obviously, or right back. And just where we are, knowing the injuries we've got, it seemed a good move to bring him in for the last sort of couple of months of the season. But even he picks up a little injury on Thursday. So if the international clearance had come through, he wouldn't have been fit for today either. So as I said, it's one of those weeks that we've had. It's not been an easy week, even in training, to get numbers, to even train properly. But again, culmination probably of a lot of games. But you can't, Aswood's illness and Craig's illness, you just can't odds it.
And Darren McQueen hopefully going to get some games at Dartford.
Yeah, I mean, Darren was very keen to get out and get some games, and that's a big plus for us. If he can get to Dartford for a month and get himself some game time in his goals, then he comes back a real threat for us in the last sort of 6 weeks of the season.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Paul.
Thanks,
See you on Tuesday.
Cheers. Bye.